मी FY ची विद्यार्थिनी अदिती दशरथ पिल्लाने आज मी आपणासमोर काही गोष्टी सांगू इच्छिते. त्या म्हणजे आजच्या काळातील महिलांसमोरील आव्हाने. स्त्री जन्म तुझी कहाणी, हृदय पाना नैनी पाणी असे एक गीत आहे ज्या स्त्रीची व्यथा मांडली आहे. आजच्या आधुनिक काळातही स्त्री जन्म तुझी कहाणी फारशी काही बदललेली नाहीये. आज स्त्री बऱ्याच आघाडीवर पुरुषांच्या बरोबरीने काम करते. पेपर वाचायला घेतला की अनेक बातम्या लक्ष वेधून घेतात. लता मंगेशकरांना भारतरत्न, सुनीता विलियम्स चे अवकाशात यशस्वी पदार्पण, मेरी कॉमला गोल्ड मेडल आणि पान पलटले की बातमी दिसते इंडियासाठी विवाहितेची हत्या, स्त्रियांवर सामूहिक बलात्कार, भ्रूण हत्या अशा बातम्या. मग अशा बातम्या वाचल्या की आपल्या समोर प्रश्न उभा राहतो की या स्त्रिया कुठच्याही क्षेत्रात मागे नाहीत. मग महिलांवरील अत्याचार कमी न होता वाढत का गेले? पुरातन काळासमान आजच्या काळात तर पहिल्यांदा मुलगी झाली तर सहजपणे स्वीकारतात, परंतु पुन्हा मुलगी झाली की नातेवाईकाच्या डोक्यात ओझं होऊन जातं. काही ठिकाणी जर दुसरी मुलगी असली तर भ्रूण हत्या करतात. मग ती जन्मात येणारी स्त्री आपणही एक स्त्रीच आहोत हे पूर्णपणे विसरून जाते आणि त्यामागे अनेक समजुती आहेत. मुलगा म्हणजे वंशाचा दिवा, मुलगा म्हणजे मोक्षप्राप्तीचे माध्यम. आजही मुलींना आई वडिलांचे अंतिम विधी करू देत नाही. त्यामुळे मुलगा असावा असा दुराग्रह असतो. स्त्री अशिक्षित होते, ती फक्त चूल मूल इथपर्यंतच मर्यादित होती. पण आज स्त्री प्रत्येक क्षेत्रात पुरुषांच्या खांद्याला खांदा लावून काम करत आहे. एका ते वैमानिकापर्यंत काम करते. एका मोठ्या कंपनीचे CEO ते गृहिणीपद ही तेवढ्याच ताकदीने सांभाळते. हे सगळं सांभाळत असताना घराची जबाबदारी तिच्यावरच असते. घर, मूल, पाहुणे, सण समारंभ सगळं तिलाच पाहावं लागतं. छातांच्या बाजूला ठेवून ती इतरांसाठी जगते. कधी घर टिकविण्यासाठी अन्याय सहन करते, तर कधी आई वडिलांना त्रास व्हायला नको म्हणून नवऱ्याचा त्रास सहन करते. खरं तर ती सहनशक्ती आहे. मला असे वाटते की सुरक्षा ही फक्त घराबाहेर पडल्यावर तर असे काही गरजेचे नाही. निदान मी तर म्हणेन की आपल्या देशात महिला जेवढ्या बाहेर सुरक्षित आहेत तेवढं स्वतःच्या घरात लगेच दिसून येतात. यामध्ये मारझोड, बलात्कार, अंमल फेकण्याने होणाऱ्या दुखापती त्या दिसतात. म्हणून आपल्याला हा अत्याचाराचा प्रकार जास्त प्रमाणात आहे असे वाटते. गावी तिच्या मतांना नसणारे स्थान आणि तिच्या अधिकारांची इच्छांची होणारी क्षमता ही फक्त या स्वतः स्त्रीलाच माहिती असते. आजच्या काळातील स्त्रियांना अनेक प्रकारच्या आव्हानांना सामोरे जातात आणि मी माझे दोष आहे.
Good morning everyone, myself Priyanka Bade. I'm studying in Teva BCom B, roll number 122. Today I'm glad that I'm going to speak on such a crucial yet influential topic, that is women education and their development. Women education is a far-reaching subject in India as well as at a global level. Education is a basic human right for the both girls and boys. But what we see still in 2020 that there are many girls who are struggling to get the basic primary education overall the world. Let's just focus on the India. The right to education access, it is a right of every child to obtain the minimum amount of education as it is compulsory between the 6 to 14 years old kids. But hold on, 53% of the girls aged between the 5 to 9 years old are illiterate in India. Yes, it is shocking, 53%. On the one hand, some daughters of our India are representing our country at a global level with the pride. And on the one side, many girls can't even get to learn the basic ABCD of the education. But have you ever noticed why this is all happening? Well, there are numerous reasons behind it. First, poverty. Then, gender inequality. The mentality of some Indian society. The history of untouchability among the caste, and the main reason when the girls hits the puberty. When a girl gets mature with the puberty, her family assumes that she is capable of responsibilities. At the age of 12 to 13, when she should enjoy her innocence, she is forced into some serious compatibility. There is a phrase, we should not judge a book by its cover. What we see in the virtual world about the woman empowerment being different and easy is far in reality. In reality, when girls educate and women develop, they not only empower their family but their entire generation, society, and the world. When women develop by socially, economically, psychologically, politically, and educationally, that's when we should know that she is empowering herself and the world. It is my experience, let me tell you. As a teenager from my family background, they used to teach me that I should learn all the work of the home and the kitchen. That's when someone questioned my mind. Is this all what women do? I didn't get the answer at that time. But later on, when I started to explore myself via internet, I get to know there are fabulous women outside doing amazing social work. That's when I start to believe in myself that I can do so many things with nothing but only confidence, courage, and braveness. Women empowerment is all it is, giving them opportunity to prove themselves. Something is needed to be done from me, you, and the world to prove that human rights are women rights and women rights are human rights. I am honored to be a little part of this future change. Once a lady said, women need to be seated at the table with a meal and invitation to be seated there. And in some cases when it's not all available, then you know what to do. Then they need to create their own table. It is said, girls with a dream become a woman with a vision. Men will empower each other to carry out such a vision. Thank you.
Good morning, respected principal, teachers and my dear friends. Myself Gayatri Bhagat from FY BCom A. Today here I am going to speak a few words about women education and their development. Today education plays a most important role in each and everyone's life. It is a powerful tool for the development of our nation. Without education, nobody can do anything in their life. In the world of competitive nation, progressive country, developing country, the women plays a most important role. Educated women can help their family financially. Hence, it is necessary to give education to each and every woman in the world, even if women have proved themselves in every field. But there are some people who are the opposite of the women education. They think women cannot do anything in their life. They only know to do the household work. There is no need to go outside, but it is absolutely wrong. Now it's totally changed. The people are realized the importance of women education. They think the woman should go ahead, have to do the work like a man, and it is completely true in the 21st century that the man and woman are totally equal. There is no big difference between man and woman, but there are still some people who are opposed from the women educations. Now we have to change their mind, have to create a new things, have to do all the positive things. Then only our country will go ahead and develop our nations. For the women educations, if we give a more education to a woman like a man, it will progress our nations, it will impress our country's economy. But in some rural areas, there are still some women are not getting education properly. But the government is certainly taking efforts for the education of women. It is a good thing, but more we have to do a good things for the women education and have to do and take a serious steps for the women education. It is said that if you educate a man, you educate an individual, but if you educate a woman, you educate a family. And it's true, the woman is the first teacher of his or her child, and now you have to do that only. The woman is everything for our life. Without a woman, no country, no one can go ahead, because it is without contributions of women, there is nothing going to happen in everyone's life. I would like to conclude my topic by saying that the importance of an educated cannot be neglected by anyone. Thank you.
For women today. Before I start talking about the topic, let me introduce myself. I am Prajal Mulya, roll number 25 from first year BSc IT. So what comes in your mind when I say the women are strongest compared to the men? There may be several answers. Some may oppose my statement and some may agree with me. But the reason behind I tell that women are strongest because to survive in our society, they face many challenges in their day-to-day life, which is much more than our imagination. I will give you some detailed examples about it. Example number 1, miscarriage. In many of the rural and urban areas, the doctor misuses their power to identify the genital genders, which is the major cause of a miscarriage. The family thinks the girl child is a curse, which they use. So the people think of them mentally that the girl is an expense, and for boy they spend expenses, they will get rewarded as form of a dowry. So they miscarriage the girl child before coming to the earth, which is the first challenge faced by a woman before coming to the earth. Second example, the woman is equals to dowry problem. This is the local people's mentality. Majority of people think that dowry problem arises of women. It is commonly used thing in our country that many of the families think that the woman, if the girl child is born, they will pay for it, and if a male child is born, they will get rewarded, which is the major cause for a miscarriage. Example number 3, gender discrimination, which is also called as gender inequality. In rural and some of the urban and semi-urban places, it is commonly and openly happening thing. It is gender inequality, which is majority leads the problem and arises the problems of lack of female education and lack of female employment. So the family think if they are educated a girl child, it is a waste of money because they would have to pay the dowry, and due to this there is a lack of female education, and if the girl child is not studied or well educated, she is not getting employed in many organizations. Example number 4, eve teasing. Eve teasing has a different kinds and various types like stalking, molesting, abusing, mentally harassment, etc. etc. For an example, as you know, the previous case has happened in Madhya Pradesh. A Priya named girl who refused to marry a boy and convert her religion, she was shot dead by the man and he ran. So we should be aware of these examples. Example number 5, sexual assault. According to the NCRB reports, in this current year, the more than 12,000 cases have been reported in previous 5 months, which is in total it is more than a current previous year. There are many current examples according to sexual assault, like current case Hathras, where a woman was killed and raped by a poor man. And second example, in Rajasthan, a 5-year-old girl was raped by a stepfather. It is a horrible cruelty. And third example, Uttar Pradesh case, where the girl was raped and her vast bone and leg bone are broken. It is a horrible event. And there are many more. These are the major challenges faced by women nowadays. So to make it simpler for a woman or the future of a woman, we should raise a voice and act in a real life, not by just gossiping or talking about the issues. If we do this, then India will be really called as a democratic country. Thank you.
नमस्कार, माझे नाव यश दीपक चव्हाण. माझ्या कॉलेजचे नाव FG नाईक कॉलेज कोपरखिंड असून माझा वर्ग FYBA असून माझा रोल नंबर 9 आहे. आजचा माझा विषय स्त्री शिक्षण व त्याचा विकास असा आहे. एक काळ असा होता की स्त्रियांचे कार्यक्षेत्र घरच्यांच्या हातात होते. संपूर्ण महाविद्यालयात 2-4च मुली असती. स्त्रिया वा मुली मोकळेपणाने बोलताना दिसत नसती. पण समाज सुधारक महात्मा गांधी, ज्योतिराव फुले, सावित्रीबाई फुले, डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर यांनी स्त्रियांना शिक्षणाच्या मागे दाखवलेल्या त्यामुळे स्त्री दिशा करून लागली, स्वतःची प्रगती करू लागली. शिक्षणामुळे स्त्री वेगवेगळ्या क्षेत्रात समर्थपणे पुरुषांच्या बरोबरीने कार्य करू लागली. स्त्रीला कोणते क्षेत्र अगमय राहिलेले नाही. उलट शिक्षणामुळे काही क्षेत्र तिने पूर्णपणे कबीज केले. तिचा विकास होत गेला. ती उत्तम राष्ट्रपती बनते. ती वैद्यकीय क्षेत्रात, संशोधनाच्या क्षेत्रात ही नेत्रदीपक कामगिरी करते. मला इथे बोलायची संधी त्याबद्दल मी आपल्याला कॉलेजचे माननीय प्राध्यापक व सर्व प्राध्यापक वर्ग यांचा आभारी आहे. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय भारत.